Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Waltons review, where we are reviewing the episode "The Beguiled," which I meant like hoodwinked or something like that. Some stupid crap like that. With me, I got Resolute Germ. How you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Gorilla?
It's been a stressful day. I got but something I'm not going to talk about on air. And
Fair
PvP,
enough.
you holding in there? PvP, you must have stepped away. So let's go ahead and say hi to the people in the chat. We got Snortapoopus Cuber. He says, "How are humans and other critters?" He says,
Hello,
"Hi,
polar bear.
and he says he'll be here soon. Hello, and welcome, Sci-Fi Sit Down. Everybody
Hey,
say
Dan. How
hi.
you doing?
And Sit Down says, "I rated it G for Gorilla's watch party tonight." Well, we're not watching it; we're reviewing it. We got some kind of picture here from Chief Judge Finity. Welcome, welcome. And to all the panel. And everybody say hi to each other. Alrighty. So go ahead and pull that off. And we're going to start from the prologue. When I recall the young years on Walt's Mountain, I remember the pleasure of ordinary events and the ordinary people who shaped them. But there were other times when neither the events nor the people were ordinary, and our lives were altered for a time. All right. So we got the Beguiled here. That means like hoodwink too. We got John Boy walking there, blah blah blah, and we get introduced to apparently Jim Bob has a new friend who likes to do like these little quarter tricks.
Oh, the would-be magician.
Yeah, and you gotta love how the kids would just go ask the other kid, "Hey, you want to stay for supper?" No, nobody asked the parents. You know, like, how do we know Olivia made enough for an extra seat? Especially with those kids growing.
Yeah.
Like, if I would have done that, my parents was like, "Did you think to fucking ask first?"
Oh no, my parents had a simple solution for that. Okay, they can have your portion.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the fact that they couldn't stay over. You know, it's like, but when you make 5 pork chops and there's 5 of us, then that's kind of like a dick move there.
Yeah. Someone has to be short of pork chop. And guess who's smart ass gets to be short of pork chop?
Well, sure as hell ain't gonna be my dad, and ain't sure as hell ain't gonna be my mom.
Yeah. But someone took it upon themselves to invite an extra guest. So nice going, smart ass.
Yeah, so they go in there, blah blah blah. Yeah, he tells them, not asks them. That's not a question mark.
He's having supper with us, okay? Did you ask your father, Danny? Well, it's all right, ma'am. He don't.
Yeah, another kid's like, "Yeah, my dad don't give a shit. My dad don't pay attention to me, nothing."
Hey, he's probably happy the boy got a free meal somewhere. He didn't have to pay for it.
Oh, then you gotta love the old what do you call it? The it's what is it called? Three something. That's a
The shell
Ponzi
game?
scheme. Yeah, but it's called like three man Ponzi, I think it's called.
3-card Monty.
Yeah, 3-card Monty. Because he just palms the thing, but doesn't see. Yeah, so and you know it's kind of funny. They never flip up all three of them to make sure it's underneath there. They're way too trusting on that.
Yeah, at least in when you're dealing with the schmuck on the street in the city, they are smart enough to just sleight of hand put the queen or the little bead under the shell. It's the same trick they did to get rid of it.
Yeah. Then we got
But
Jabba. He's
this kid's like 6 or 7, so he'll learn that part.
yeah. Then you got Jabba.
Looks like he's crazy to me.
Yes, I'm crazy. I'm nuts, cracked, insane, loco. Grandma.
Yeah, and you know Jumbo is so happy about something here, but then I'm surprised Grandma can move like this.
I'm crazy. I just finished my permit for my chemistry class, and I feel like I've been there. Oh, yes, Grandma. Grandma should have had you with me at the marathon. The marathon? Yes, me? Yes, you.
Hey, you remember that episode, don't you?
Not
Hey,
entirely.
yeah, that's the one with the dance marathon that the John Boy met some random girl and he sat there grabbing her ass the whole night.
Oh yeah, John Boy's half-assed attempts at love.
Yeah.
This boy's romantic life is gonna get him an early grave.
Well, this girl here in this episode's gonna give him a fucking early grave. Yeah.
I see a trend in the type of women that John Boy goes for.
What, the ones that put out?
No, the ones that take years off of his life.
Oh. Come on. So,
You want to try again, Mrs. Warren? Please.
oh, it's just,
Oh, little
Oh, they
sticky fingers.
yeah. So, you know, little grab there. He grabs a pen, blah, blah, blah. Then Grandpa comes in.
What is going on around here? I'll tell you, I have completed my chemistry project.
God, he wears out pretty damn fucking quick for a fucking farm boy.
Yeah,
know-
John Boy's pretty excited about that chemistry, all right.
Now, notice she did not put as much effort into telling John Boy to stop as she did to Zeb.
Oh, of course.
Well, who do you think she likes better at this point?
Well, she's obligated to like both of them. You know, for better or for worse.
Yeah, but the better part for her is running down the old man.
Yes.
Now that's enough.
I have completed my chemistry project. And while it is true that I still have to worry about the midterm
All
examination,
right, so yeah, basically he's struggling in chemistry, and this this is the one thing that I liked about this, you know, because most shows would go with the route that he's a smart kid, he'll ace every class here, but no, John Boy is actually struggling with college there, and it's way different than high school. I like how he actually has to struggle a little bit.
Yeah, those liberal arts guys usually struggle with the hard sciences.
Yeah. Then we notice that the fountain pen's missing.
it's not in my pocket, Grandma. Help me look here, will you? That's a pen that I gave me from a graduation present. I can't lose that.
Not down here.
Yeah, no. Oh, I gotta wait for this to disappear. Yeah. But Zeb, look at Zeb there.
Oh yeah, Zeb knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, he knew exactly. Everybody else was fooled, like maybe he dropped it, but Zeb cornered him right there.
Yeah, he's pretty much zeroed right in on him, all right.
Yeah.
Do not just disappear by themselves.
It's got to be here someplace. Danny, did you see it? Danny, hand it over. You're a regular Houdini, aren't you?
Yeah, the old
I
little
wouldn't
five
say
finger.
Houdini. I'd say more along the lines of common thief.
Yeah, a little 5-finger discount. Yeah, and the only reason he got away with this is because of that little smile, little shit-eating smile he puts on his face.
Yeah. Well, all right, John Boy should have beat him.
Yeah, we all know that smile too. The one that just makes you want to smack the shit out of a person.
Oh yeah, I know that smile very well. Right before I knock their teeth out.
Which X?
Let's just say there's a reason it took me so long to finish school.
So,
Spent a lot of time on suspension.
yeah, sit there. The PvP might have had his mic muted, maybe.
Yeah, I muted it for a while there.
And Sir Poopa says, "How to you?"
Hi, guys.
Yeah, and sit there and says, either that or PvP is doing a load of clothes.
No, not at the moment.
Oh, it reminds me, I should have started the damn washer. Son of a bitch.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, I was just fooling around. I wasn't gonna keep it.
Danny, from now on, I think you ought to stick to shells and peas.
You mad, John Boy?
Of course not. But it's hard enough to keep track of things
He should
around here
be.
without you helping out.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
should be very mad. He should have took that boy out and picked a nice thick branch and said, "Okay, boy, I'm going to teach you to keep your hands off of other people's stuff."
Hey, why has John Boy got to pick it out? I thought back those days the kids picked out their own.
You can't trust them to pick out your own. That's just the old wise tale.
Yeah. So they're going, blah blah blah. Oh, they kick them all out. So either they could get the fuck out or they could help.
Yeah, and that's not really a choice.
Yeah.
Especially for Zeb, because he'd eat the dinner before they got a chance to cook it.
Yeah. And so they all go outside, blah blah blah, and he's watching them. I thought Elizabeth would for sure. Sure, I grab. We got.
No, she isn't. That's the way the trick goes. No one ever gets it right. That's what leisure domain means.
Leisure domain, huh? Listen to Marion and her 50-cent words.
What the heck's equivalent to a 50-cent word nowadays?
I don't think they use that anything near that term anymore.
Okay. And really, I thought this was called 5-Car Monty, not Ledger Main.
Oh, Ben, you're
Well,
still
they
dope.
explained
I
it's
bet you'll-
French.
Yeah. Well, leave it to the fucking French.
That's
know what
Mary
it
Ellen trying to be fancy again.
Yeah.
It's a French word. It means sleight of hand.
I don't care what its name is. How come I can't see what's happening?
The hand is quicker than the
There's
eye.
a con.
Maybe there's something there that I can't see.
Sure, right before your very eyes.
Yeah.
And they still can't figure it out.
And he's not even moving it very.
Well, the thing is that actor isn't actually doing the trick. They're just filming him moving the shells.
Yeah, but it wasn't moving very fast. So yeah, then he walks there. He tells his dad he was saying Jim Bob's. He wasn't fooling around. His dad thinks he's just fooling around, but technically he was fooling around with Jim Bob there. But his daddy don't believe him.
I think his daddy cared very much. He just looked for an excuse to yell at the boy.
Oh, I thought he excuse to whip that boy's ass. Not saying that kid don't deserve it though. That's a whole other thing there. Talk about him deserving it.
Oh yeah, the kid definitely deserves it.
Yeah. Now here I thought I got to watch this real close. Oops. Yeah, because I wanted to watch the stoplight. I thought John Boy ran the stoplight first. Here, but
Yeah, looks like we got a green light.
What?
I said it looked like he had a green light there.
And really, he did not hit that curve that hard to hit that tire. Or pop that tire. But when were stoplights invented? Not
The
saying they
previous century.
Yeah, I'm not
Were
sure
they?
the exact year. I guess it would depend on what part of the world you were into. I imagine some places had them much earlier than a lot of other places do.
And hey, DJ, welcome to the show.
Holy crap! They're built. They're designed back in 1868.
Quite a while ago.
Oh, in England, there, December 10th, 1868.
Huh.
Oh, the first stoplight. It was installed at Parliament Square in London. It only had two mobile symbols. Let's see, the third traffic light. In 1923, the first mechanical traffic light using electricity was installed in Paris. And blah blah blah. Berlin 24. So that's all Europe stuff.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it starting over in Europe.
Yeah, but this is the 30s. It's not like it was the freaking Stone Age.
Yeah, but I didn't think they had the light ones yet. Yeah, and hey there, DJ, how's it going? No, I just didn't think they had the light ones yet. Like, I figured they'd have that stop go thing waving.
Oh, the ones with the stop go signs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are actually more complicated than the white ones.
They should have had a car kick here. Like he picking the car.
You hurt?
Oh, how kind of her to check
No,
on
I'm
him.
not.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wait a minute.
No, her car there was what was it? Rocketeer something coupe. Roadster coupe. A Packard Light 8 Roadster coupe.
So worth about 2 or 3 times more than John Boy's car.
Yeah, I think this is back before car insurance, wasn't it?
Quite a ways, yes. At least for a common use.
John
But
Boy's
then
car.
again, it probably cost him $10 to replace that tire.
Well, $10 back then is a lot of money. But anyhow, she has a nice car. Does that mean it has
So she'll have no problem buying John Boy a new tire.
Yeah, or just driving away. And she goes, if you're not hurt, I gotta get going. At least you're not hurt. Okay, bye. Fuck you.
Yeah, she didn't stick around too long.
Or at least that's the least she could do for what she's putting him through.
Yeah. Hell no, why would she stick around? She just committed a crime. Public endangerment, several traffic violations.
But you're also forgetting that she could have just drove away. Nobody knows the difference.
You're sorry? Wait a minute. What about my tire?
Yeah, she is. She has a port mean. And apparently she did not know that she was signed up for chemistry. You hear that? She just didn't fucking bother going to the class there. And so he goes, well, if you pass this test, I'll let you stay in this class. Otherwise, he's going to kick her out of the damn class there.
Yeah, and unfortunate for her, I don't think he takes the usual type of extra credit that a professor does for good-looking women.
Is this the credit, the videos that you view on the hub?
Well, if they had a camcorder, I'm sure he would put it up on the hub.
Hey, man, you know how much money the hub pays? You
You
can
sound
make
like you sound like an expert on
yeah,
that,
you
Gorilla.
can make 40 grand. You can make a 40 grand on one of your videos there.
Huh? Did
Don't
you?
believe all those emails you get, Gorilla.
Why did you upload something to the hub there, Gorilla?
Yes, my situation it's tempting. It's really tempting right now.
Hell, you'll sell for 40 cents.
Oh, a little bit. 40 cents ain't gonna fix it. So, all right. So we got this. I've been terribly ill, saying I was being dropped from a class. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, and everything hinges on this midterm thing. Yeah.
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Walton. You're late for class. In fact, you have missed it entirely.
Yes, sir, I'm aware of that. I'm sorry, but I was coming to class, and some crazy woman driver drove through an intersection and ran a stoplight, and she wasn't paying any attention to where she was going, and
They should have
lo and behold.
They should have given the teacher a clue, to what's going on. But he had this. They had to spell it out for him.
and I had to swerve to miss her, and I blew out a tire, which I can't afford to replace.
That is the first time I have ever been given that as an excuse.
Hey, I'm sure you ran into women drivers before. You know it's possible.
Yeah.
The crazy person he's talking about backs him up 100%.
What was on your mind, girl?
Well, I saw you and I wanted to make an impression on you.
Oh, please, you could have killed us both.
Oh, no. I've got better plans for us than that.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
they're a
That's
lot
your
worse
first
than
red
death.
flag. That's like the first red flag right there.
Yeah.
Just ahead of like 10 seconds. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have set
John
off
Boy's
alarm
gonna end
bells.
up he's gonna pray that car would have killed him when she puts him through.
Yeah, John Boy's still kind of a bit of the country bumpkin in these episodes at times, isn't he?
Just think if they had internet back then, she'd be one of those online scammers, and she'd probably have an OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Miss Bradford, you are excused. I presume you understand my decision.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, basically tells John Boy that he's good. He's good. It works good, but when it comes to the test, he's completely fucked. So the L is grade hinges, and whether or not he can continue the class hinges on next week's paper. Then we got her.
Can't say I don't do good work.
So what? Does that mean she did that on fucking purpose?
Not exactly. Well, she ain't sorry she did it.
Yeah, it's kind of just showing off her kind of smug, self-satisfied personality, basically, I guess.
Well, you could tell she comes from a family of money.
Oh, for sure.
Money and loose morals.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the only thing that's fucking loose, I'll tell you that. Yeah, well,
oh, hey, Lemon.
Yeah, welcome, Scurvy says, hey, Tutti Fruities. And Mr. Bird, good evening. All right. Yeah, but yeah, that's not the only thing. Wait, was that a crack in the windshield?
I didn't notice.
Can't say I don't do good work.
Yeah, I saw something on the windshield there.
I don't know. The video's
Right
not
there.
playing too. I think it's a reflection.
Oh, just a reflection?
I think it might be.
I thought maybe it was a crack.
Yeah, I don't think this part's enough to be worth playing.
Yeah, but anyhow, he spots this here.
Yeah.
I just gotta play a little bit.
And we have another 5-finger discount.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why she doesn't grab and walk away. Just walk.
Well, she's not done torturing the poor son of a bitch yet.
No, but she should have just grabbed it, walked instead of sit there unclasping and reclasping her bag. You know what? John Boy came out right at that moment. You grab it and go. You don't fuck
Oh, she
around.
on some level, she wants to be caught so she can spin another tale uttering complete bullshit and wrap him even more around her little finger.
Oh, maybe she. Oh, I thought maybe she wanted to get caught, so thinking that John Boy might give her a spanking. Nothing. All right. Now she only grabbed the book there, so that's what. So we got John Boy here, and cheers you.
Hi.
Hello.
And she's sitting there flirting.
That, please, I need it for an examination.
No, she only grabbed a small book. So why? So how did she end up with that book? She only, you know, it's like that's like a little mistake there.
Dr. Whitley's midterm?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Walton's Mountain? Is it named after you?
It's where I live. It's named after.
Blah blah blah. And then she apologizes, and then I don't know what the hell is this supposed to mean? Late Sweet Briar. I was gonna ask you guys that.
I think it was the school. Wasn't it the school she got kicked out of before?
Yeah.
But why would it be called Late of?
Well, she
is late
Briar.
of Sweet Briar.
Yeah. She's a late student of Sweet Briar, so to speak.
Okay.
Since she's no longer a student there.
So yeah, in order to keep her alive, she can't get kicked out of this school here. So blah blah.
Now we're friends, right, Walton?
Yeah, sure. Now pay for my tire, you stinking bitch.
Yeah, she sure is a manipulator.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the way, but.
Well, I guess the only reason she stole John's notebook too is so she could cram for that exam, right? Because she could read all his notes over without having to do the work for herself, of course.
Yeah.
But she didn't give a shit about John Boy freaking out and, you know, not being able to study because his notebook's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't even occur to her.
She's just totally selfish.
Then you got this here.
You're not thinking about time.
And one of them is how I'm going to replace that tire that you helped me wreck this morning.
Now, back in the 30s, they had a lot more. What would you call it? Public morale about public displays of affection.
Yeah, I don't think you'd see this too common back in the 30s.
Yeah, this would be like the equivalent of like getting a hand job right out in the middle of the street.
On campus to boot.
Yeah. Not quite that bad, but she's going to have to do a lot more to pay for that tire.
Once again, John Boy should have had alarm bells going off at this point.
What, the old reach around, at least?
It's going to take a few days of Sodom and Gomorrah for her to make up for that money.
Oh, so basically pull out the old lube then. You'd end up as one of your holes, well, either way, right?
Yeah. Hey, if she's not willing to pay cash, she's going to have to pay some other way. He is not leaving that situation empty-handed. He cannot afford just to lose a tire and her to just walk away.
Well, John Boy's that stupid.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and Scurvy says back in the 30s, women would just come up and kiss you. No, maybe maybe in New York. So anyhow, blah blah blah. They walk away. He has a smile on his face. Then is this where his tire popped? Oh no, he goes straight back home there.
No, that was the spare tire. The spare
tire.
But it looks just about as bad.
Yeah, spare look back. Then they come up and then they're looking there, blah blah blah, and John Boy's like, I gotta grab my chemistry test, but I gotta stay. So he looks for his notes. They're gone. They're not in there.
Okay, look, I'm not in the mood for games today. Jim Bob, Danny, hand it over.
Hand what over?
Look, I need that notebook, and I don't feel like asking for it again. Now give it here.
What would we do with the old notebook anyway?
I suppose you think it's very amusing. I need that notebook for a chemistry test. And anyway, my very best fountain pen was clipped to it, Danny. I suppose you've been playing another one of your tricks, eh?
See, that's why you don't play those tricks, because now you're going to get accused of doing something you didn't do.
Yep. But it's his own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's got that reputation
Why didn't
now, right?
Take it?
Yeah.
If Danny says he didn't take it, he didn't take it. You probably left it somewhere.
I did not leave it somewhere. Somebody took it. And it better turn up pretty soon.
Okay, so you eliminated them. What other possibilities could there be?
Yeah. What other psychopathic newcomers are there in your life?
Yeah, especially if someone had your book, one of your books already.
Yeah, it's a bit odd that John Boy doesn't even think of that at this point.
Yeah, that's the most character thing.
Yeah, because then, I mean, the upcoming scenes, he's going in the house and looking everywhere in the house for it. And,
Yeah.
of course, there's no way it would be there.
Yeah, so you ruffle through there. Then I laughed at this part here. Oh, not this part here. Ben, he says...
Hey, Ben, have you seen my chemistry notebook? It's got my fountain pen clipped to it. It's not in here. Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would he have the notebook in the bathroom? Yeah, that's pretty good.
Look, you lost it. Why are you blaming everyone else?
Now, this here, I will have gotten my ass beat for this, because you don't just go into your sister's room, because who knows, it could be changing or anything.
John Boy, a gentleman knocks before he enters a lady's room.
May I please come in?
You can come in, John Boy. I'm not a lady yet. What do you want anyway?
Can Elizabeth really speak for the other two? I mean, she's the youngest out of them.
It's okay, she did.
Yeah.
And when she does, you can't contradict her.
Yeah. And here, this is here what John Boy does. Should have gotten something thrown at him.
I was hoping
he just started going through their stuff like that. He should have had something thrown at him. But kicks him out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're telling him he lost it, blah, blah, blah. And this is a rare scene. Just John just when he's relaxing, he just sits there by himself, you're relaxing by himself.
Yeah, you don't see that
away from the
often.
crazies.
Yeah, so John was gonna ask Grandpa to go fishing. He took with him. Man had something to do. Blah blah blah. If he's gonna he's gonna go over to Tom Conley's for a tire, but he tells Jim Bob there. So he must repair cars or something.
Yeah. Or have auto parts.
Yeah. Yeah, so they asked him to put in his magician thing to find a tire. They might have found one that worked. I don't know how tire sizes worked back then, because they didn't do the rim thing. So they just do width and height. Because you're 215.
Width, height, diameter.
Yeah. Because like your 275 or whatever on a car is your diameter. Then your like 65, that's the width, ain't it? I'm not sure how that exactly works.
Yeah, I don't remember offhand.
Then your R whatever is how big the rim is. So.
Oh, wait. Mr. Conley, he didn't do it. I was right there all the time, and Danny didn't take that notebook, no matter what anyone says.
Now what have you done?
Nothing, honest.
It was just a misunderstanding, Mr. Comey, that's all.
Well, let's understand it.
Jim Bob.
How did I know why you came here?
He stole a notebook, is that it?
I think Jim Bob could have figured out. Jim Bob just has to learn to shut his fucking mouth. That's always like the biggest mistake is one of the kids would always open their damn mouth, and that's how they get busted.
Yeah. Never admit or deny a crime that you have not been accused of yet.
Yeah. Or my favorite one. It took me a couple of times to figure it out. There, one of the things my parents would do goes, "Hey, I know what you did, so either you can fucking confess up, or the punishment's gonna be twice as bad." You know, just to see what they can get you to confess to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if your parents are.
Either way, your ass is gonna get beat.
Yeah. Well,
if you didn't do anything, you make something up.
So your parents said that to you too.
Every parent's done that. It's just okay. You're getting the ass beaten. Are you getting a real bad ass beaten? Or are you getting a semi bad ass beaten?
Yeah. Hey, PvP, you want to read this one?
Okay. Lemon Pie says she's trying to teach him a different kind of chemistry. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, she's probably trying to corrupt his precious bodily fluids. Well, she's trying to get his bodily fluids all right. But John Boy's too stupid not to get hers.
Oh, boy.
Of course, the way she's acting, I don't know if you want to try to get hers.
Yeah, really. He probably wouldn't be the first guy that had got them.
Well, I guess in the back. Well, the only thing you really did they have a cure for syphilis yet?
Geez, what year was penicillin and all that come in? I can't remember
36, wasn't it? I think that was 36, was it? Or 34 or 36?
Something like
Sometime
that.
back then, yeah.
So it's right about the time of penicillin, so.
Jim Bob and Danny were just playing in my car, and a little while after that, my notebook was missing, and we just figured Danny'd pulled one of his...
Oh, was it 28? I thought it was later, at least 5 years later than that.
Well, John Boy's safe enough then.
And penicillin was a complete... It was just because the guy was being very freaking sloppy.
Yeah. They didn't clean up his lab.
Yeah. Before he went on vacation.
There's disappearing acts with it, sleight of hand sort of thing.
I'm sick and tired of those tricks. You know that.
But I didn't take it. I never even saw it.
I told you, I was right there.
Something goes wrong. He's always there. You got it. Give it back.
Please, I didn't take it.
Mr. Conley, it was just a misunderstanding. I obviously misplaced it. That's all there is to it. Now, this'll do just fine, and I appreciate your trouble. And thank you too, Danny. Get in the truck, Jim Bob. Here.
So how much did he pay for it? I don't think they ever said.
Like 5 cents.
Yeah, I don't think they said, but it sounded like he was handing him pocket change or something, so it probably wasn't a whole hell of a lot.
Let's see, 5 cents. You say he thinks 5 cents?
Well, it sounded like it was a few coins he gave him, but I mean, they didn't mention any amount.
Yeah, well, let's see what 5 cents would. Oh, 0.05 cents. And I'm gonna set this in 35, even though I could be. All right. There we go. Let's see. 0.05. So calculate that. Nah, that was more than 5 cents. So let's see what 50 cents would be. $1.50. No, it had to be more than 50 cents because that comes out to $11.48.
That's way too much.
Now for a used tire.
For the notebook.
No. You just pay for the tire.
Okay.
It's probably like $1 there. $1. Maybe it's a couple. Yeah, that sounds about right. $22 for $1. So that sounds about right. Okay. And I think that this is the first time we've had like a real heart-to-heart with just Jim Bob and John.
Yeah, he's getting older now, and he can actually read lines.
You know, I think a lot of this just falls on Ralph Waite, but like whenever like Jim Bob and John just have a scene together like this together, or John Boy John, or
Any of the kids, really.
with Ben. Well, Ben, he just chewed his ass out, but I think we've had one with Jason. But I think Ralph Waite carries a lot of weight when they do these one-on-ones like this.
Yeah,
well,
they
yeah,
do.
he's good with working with kids.
Why is it muted?
Yeah, they do seem to have these scenes quite often.
John Boy, tell you.
You guys. Oh. Yeah, now, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I got muted for some reason.
About it.
A little worried about Danny.
Yeah, me too. I had to go bust in there and blab. Mr. Comey didn't even know about the dumb notebook.
Do you think they got a notebook like sitting down here or here that he kind of glances at his next notes? He keeps looking down at the ground.
It's possible.
Could be.
It's supposed to be
Danny's
looking
trouble
down in
is
shame, but it's a good little cheat for a young actor.
Yeah, it almost looks like he's looking at the note cards, but yet it works for the scene that they can pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's my fault.
Kind of a mess of spinach, huh?
Guess I am.
I've never heard that phrase before. Mess of spinach. It's like, is there a different saying that's kind of close?
Not that I know of.
Heap of trouble?
Maybe.
Hey, I never heard that phrase either.
Yeah. And welcome, Boomer. He goes, hey, hello.
Hey, Boomer.
Well, son, at least your heart was in the right place.
You know, I've never seen Mr. Comey smile. Never even seen him laugh.
He's a real serious man.
Danny can't go talk to him like me and you.
So he's like you, Germ, huh?
Well, to a point. I do find joy in some things. Things that we cannot mention on YouTube because, well, the state of Washington considers some of these things not to be lawful endeavors.
What's a felony here and there?
As long as the AG doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
Comey is a man of very few words.
Won't let Danny help him. He just says he's in the way all the time.
Well, now, you probably just struck on the main difference between Mr. Comey and me.
I gotta say, I do like the background music, but they had it too high for the talking scene. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it is a little loud in this scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that may have been post-production, and it may not even have been like that in original airing. Sometimes it's these older ones, they make mistakes like that on the DVD.
Yeah. Or you got a rookie sound mixer.
Yeah, I do notice on some DVDs the music is often too loud compared to the dialogue, so that's quite possibly the DVD.
Either that, you got a rookie sound mixer.
Yeah.
First day on the job.
Like, take me. I need a fence mended over there. I need the machinery oiled. I got a barn that needs cleaning up. Hinge on a cellar door that needs replacing. Anytime you want to help me, you can.
Looks like I got myself in a mess of spinach all over again.
Well, maybe if you had someone other than John Boy helping you do the work, that'd all be done. Make the kids do.
You got 4 boys, so you got 4 pairs of hands that can be doing this crap.
Hey, and the barn can get cleaned up by the older girls. And Jim Bob's getting old enough to he could do half that work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So blah blah blah. Bell rings. They're all dismissed. He asks about the notebook, and then he's stressed about the test again. He tells them he's fucked. Blah blah blah. Oh, and he got this here. Oh,
Thank you, sir.
So watch this scene here very closely here. Now look, there's a book right there behind him. Keep an eye on that book.
It's you.
Hey, Walton, I was hoping I'd run into you.
You know something? You're dangerous. You're a weapon. You're a lethal weapon.
Oh, you're just saying that to be nice.
You ought to get so you look where you're going.
Well, that would be very dull, Walton.
Now notice that nobody picked up that book that was behind him. There, just it stays there.
Yeah. Now, if I was to go on my way, you wouldn't think of tripping me, would you?
Oh, I might do anything to make an impression on you.
She's already made an impression on him. Just go get your hand job already.
You're not still thinking about tires.
Well, yes, actually, I am.
Well, it does terrible things to your face.
Well, goodbye.
So that book just disappeared. That's like one of the production mistakes there. That book just disappeared.
Yeah, they didn't want to refilm her dropping the books. They didn't land properly, so if they had them pick it up in the way they actually landed, it would have been out of frame.
Oh, you think so? Well, you
That's
can still
commonly
tell.
what they do.
They can still tell what was going on there. It'd just be like a quick half second.
Yeah, a quick half second, but they didn't want to do it, so they just filmed it the way it dropped and then placed the books the way they wanted so they can keep both of them in the shot that they wanted.
Okay.
You didn't borrow a notebook of mine, did you?
Now he kind of fucking thinks about it. Asking her finally, it only took him what? Well,
2 days?
Couple days, yeah. I like how he uses the word borrow too. It's like, John Boy, if she's got your notebook, she didn't borrow it because you didn't lend it to her. She stole it.
Yeah.
Your heart I might borrow or steal, but your notebook. Let's go back to your heart.
You're never serious, are you?
Oh, I might be, Walton. About your heart.
Oh, just go and fucking tell him that you're hurt for a squirting because he can't take a fucking hint. And the fan the boomer says hello, or Snore says hello to the boomer. Howdy poopus. Phantom. But yeah, she cannot take the fucking hint. He can't take a fucking hint at all.
Yeah, John Boy's pretty clueless in this episode for a lot of the time.
It's to his advantage because you don't want any of that. The best thing that can happen to John Boy in that situation is he catches the disease. Other than a disease, he can catch a criminal charge or a bullet.
The old shotgun wedding there.
That or a jealous ex who thinks he's still her boyfriend. Or any other number of things that a girl like that can get you shot for.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about notebooks. Honest.
Alright, so. And he just has a shit-eating grin on his face. Then he shows Jim Bob how to do the 3-card Monty, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. There's nothing special. Then they're thinking about doing this here, going to Ike's, doing that old disappearing trick at Ike's there. But,
And you do it.
Yeah, I know, but
It's fun, that's all. Now come
now
on.
this kid here, do you know what he became famous for? PvP?
The actor?
Yeah, the kid.
I have no idea.
Well, he was in another Lorimar production there called 8 is Enough. They started.
Okay.
He played Tommy Bradford in the 8 is Enough.
Huh.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I never watched that show.
It was, let's see, Ike Godsey prop. Oh, is that supposed to be like proportional or corporation, I'm guessing. Which
Proprietor.
Proprietor.
Yeah, back in those days, it probably would be for the word proprietor. In other words, the guy that owns and runs the place.
Yeah, now whose fault would this be if she actually hit him? Would it be theirs or hers?
It's hers.
Oh, it's the car?
Yeah, well, she should be in control of her vehicle.
So
even though she doesn't seem to be a very good driver, though.
Yeah, but I kind of laughed at this part.
Wow. Do you live around here? Where's Walton's Mountain?
Right here.
I'm looking for John Walton.
He's my father.
Oh, I hope not. Your father's a freshman at Boatwright?
I laughed at that. He's my father. I hope not. He's like, John, you got some explaining to do.
Yeah, really.
He would have been awful young when that boy was born.
No, only 10 years old. Who knows? He might have been able to get it up to 10.
Yeah, I think I saw the Adam Sandler movie.
No, what movie?
That's My Boy.
Oh.
He's like 10 or 11 and he knocked up the teacher.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's my brother.
John Boy? My.
If she gets a kick out of that because she knows she could give a shit about it.
Well, are you going to just stand there or are you going to take me to John Boy?
Hey, come on, Danny.
No, you go on.
Come on, we get to ride in this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just get into a car with a complete stranger that just happens to know your brother's name. That kid's lucky he didn't end up in some guy's basement. Those kids did.
Well, on the plus side, he knows that she's going to cause his brother some trouble, and he's all for that.
Yeah, but who's to say that she just didn't drop the name there because it's the name of the area, and it's a small area. Everybody trusts each other. You know, you could tell this scene was on a sound stage just because if you look at the background, you can tell it's just a painting going by. Like someone painted like one large picture is just painting.
Friend, he can do all kinds of magic tricks.
Oh, Jim Bob.
He can make things disappear, everything like that.
Yeah,
So,
they
you
were
know,
still using like the rear projection or whatever in a lot of these driving scenes in the series.
yeah,
Pretty much old school technology.
yeah. Then we had Grandma almost. I'm actually surprised they didn't have like Grandma like break her hip or something, or at least being laid up. I would hate
Well,
to be the.
I kind of thought it was a little bit dangerous for Ellen Corby too. Like, I mean, the tire did kind of graze her pretty good. It
Did
looked
it
like in
actually
the
hit
scene.
her, or
I don't know. It looked like it did, but I could be mistaken.
it just brushed her?
Okay.
It's literally just brushing her. I wonder how many times they had to practice that.
Yeah, well, she certainly had to practice falling, I guess. So.
Well, I think they knew exactly where the basket was going to be, there. I think that they knew exactly where she knew exactly where the basket was, because the same here first rodeo on having probably had to fall in quite a few movies. There,
Probably.
I bet you that she's well practiced in that.
Still, she did a pretty good job of hitting the basket right on
Yeah.
target. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now, no, she screamed, but no one's in a rush to go see if she's okay.
It's all right.
Well, I think Grandpa comes out of the barn, doesn't he?
Sorry, Grandma.
Sorry, that thing ran me down.
And John and Olivia just go back to whatever they're doing.
Yeah,
it's like, come discipline your kids.
That was pretty funny.
Hey, I would have laughed if Grandma said, "Go grab your old switch."
Yes, you made a nice, soft, easy landing, and you didn't even break the basket.
I've a mind to break something or someone.
Grab your old switch, man. Oh, she hit the tire. Now, how much of an ass whooping should Benny have gotten in this scene?
It seems a bit out of character for him too to do something so reckless. Like he's just, I mean, really, taking a shot right at the house. Like it could have gone through a window. I mean, it could have,
You almost ready, Jace?
all kinds of things.
Almost got it. Good.
He's looking around and then he spots it. And it's right in front of the window too. I would not.
And it's right with Pa and Ma right under it almost.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
geez.
I wouldn't have even fucking dared to do this. My ass would still be sore if I would have done this. My ass would still be sore.
That's what I say. It just doesn't seem to be in character for him to do something that stupid. You think he would have taken a slingshot and shot it somewhere else.
Man,
come over here, son.
Now, I guarantee you, I don't know about your guys' parents, but those would not be the words out of my parents' mouth. My dad would have been yelling at me, and I can call him up and he can verify it there. Get your fucking ass over here right now.
Oh, there'd be no yelling. You knew what you did, and you knew what was coming.
No, but he'd be
all you do is pray that it doesn't finish you off.
Yeah, no, you would have told me to get my fucking ass over there right now. He wasn't gonna come to me, because my dad told me a few times there. Goes, remember, I'm a sprinter, not a distancer. So if you can outrun me in the first 100 yards, I'm probably not that mad. Then what did that gone right through the window? Or do you think
the pot? The
No,
pot would have absorbed it.
The pot absorbed it, yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say that could have been enough to go through the freaking window too.
Well, you got to go through the clay pot, and then there's all that dirt in the pot too. That's probably going to slow it down, right? So that would probably stop it, I would think,
Aimed at that
or at least slow
flower
it down enough where
pot?
it
I
would
think I
fall
made a
on the porch.
mistake.
I like that. Jason just couldn't believe me. Like, you aimed at that fire. He was, I done gun effective.
No better than that.
I'm not sure he does.
Could put somebody's eye out that way.
I'm sorry, but I don't usually hit what I aim at. That was a real good shot.
10 Bible verses.
Oh, Mama.
15.
Go practice somewhere else, quick.
Yeah.
John's like John is actually helping him out. Just get the fuck out of here before your mother blows a gasket.
You're not so much worried about the boy. He has 3 others to replace him. But replacing the wife if she blows a gasket is going to be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, then he won't get any that night.
But yeah, that's probably his ulterior motive for sure.
But anyhow, like they never tell you which Bible verses you want you to read there, except Grandma that one time when she told that one kid start reading and don't stop until I tell you to stop. But some of those Bible verses only have like 7 words in them. Then you're on to the next verse. So 10 Bible verses may sound like a lot, but really it's like if you pick the right spot, it's like 50 words.
Sometimes I wish I belonged to a family that uses profanity.
You gonna lose your temper, Liv?
I was about to.
Yeah, they're fun with us next. That's you. You go. You want me to lose my temper? Because I'm about to lose my fucking temper on you. And she manages to leave marks in there. Then you got Jim Bob and them, and John Boy's happy to have them. So basically, when they say 6 cylinders, does that mean it's a V6?
Same amount of cylinders, but not the same arrangement.
Okay.
6.
So.
Oh.
Would you be happy to see her if she just randomly showed up at your house without you even giving your address?
Well,
I'd be extraordinarily suspicious that someone was plotting against me.
They'd probably wonder at first, but then since John Boy obviously knows her, they'd probably clue in that he probably knows her from college.
No, but John Boy's happy to see her. You never gave her address.
Believe that you're here.
I know it's hard. Tell me they're not all yours, Walt.
Oh, they're all mine. Yes, yeah. This is Mary Ellen and Aaron and Elizabeth and Ben and Jason and well, Danny's not mine. And of course, you know Danny and you know Jim Bob. This is Sis Bradford, everybody. Glad to meet you. Come on, I want you to meet my parents.
So yeah.
Hello.
And my grandma and my grandpa.
How are you?
Well, I'm well, thank you, Miss B.
Now, why didn't Esther smack Grandpa the way he was just kind of like, well, thank you, Miss B. Yeah. I see my job. I took a fancy to you out there, my young dear. Let me show you where John Boy learned all his stuff from. That's the kind of like thank you, Miss B.
Well, judging by the look on Grandma's face here, she's pretty much resigned. Because Deb's done this so many tens of thousands of times with so many pretty young women over the years, she's kind of just gotten used to this by now, you know.
Then Grandma here, she's still pissed from Elizabeth there.
Yeah.
No wonder you almost killed John Boy, driving like the wind.
Oh, I've got designs on him, and I want him alive. Come, Walton, I've brought you something.
Yeah, she wants to be able to kill him slow.
Yeah,
and now Grandpa's not so impressed. He's thinking, she's a little forward.
What's this?
Oh, she did actually replace the tire.
Yeah. Just another way to keep John Boy mesmerized under her evil spell.
Well, I don't know about memorized, more like
Mesmerized.
maybe she'll finally get in his pants, but usually it's the other way around. He's the guy always trying to get in the woman's skirt there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. John Boy's like a love-struck puppy dog in this episode, kinda. It's kinda crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Comma John from weapon, comma lethal. That's great. That's really great.
Why, Walton, you do know how to smile.
Well, sure. Thank you, sis. Sis, I really do appreciate this.
And now John Boy finally takes the initiative there.
Right in front of the entire family, who's obviously greatly impressed by his actions.
And
well, Grandpa at least.
Well, Grandpa's smiling.
Actually, John Senior is smiling pretty good there too. So
yeah, so we got Deb and Grandpa or John both smiling like that. That's my boy. And Esther and Olivia are looking at John like, "Well, are you gonna fucking do something about this or not here?" Then he realizes he's like,
well, I declare, Walton, I believe you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, so basically, blah, blah, blah. She wants to take him to Sunset, but he chose books over her. The other kids leave the books in her thing. Apparently they were able to chase her down. I don't know how that old truck was able to catch up to her.
Well, I'm sure she got lost along the way and...
There you go.
Well, they know the roads better than she does. She doesn't probably have a clue where she's going.
These.
Yeah, and notice that she put the John Boy's chemistry notebook in his bag.
Yeah, in the kid's bag. Yeah, of course, to basically take the heat off of her and put it onto the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not very classy, that's for sure.
I just came along for the ride.
I gave you your chance, Walton. You chose your books, remember?
Only temporarily.
Yeah. So, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they're smiling, blah, blah, blah. They go back home, blah, blah, blah. And we go here.
Howdy, Jimbo. Fine, thank you.
Okay, we got the sugar and the flour and the onions and potatoes. Is there anything else, Mrs. Miller?
Did you?
Apparently, she doesn't have her own garden. She's ordering onions and potatoes.
Hmm.
Do you think
potatoes are a bit hard to grow.
No, they're not.
In some weather, they are.
Oh, geez, one of my
Virginia is not great for potatoes.
My grandfather grew great potatoes in the backyard garden.
Yeah. No, those things there. All you need is a little eye thing on the potatoes there, and you could grow whole new ones. It's like just think it. Now I'm gonna get you guys to think about this for the rest of the night. You know how many people just peel potatoes right into the garbage, right? So you ever wonder how many potatoes are sitting there growing in our landfills?
Oh, I mentioned there's all kinds of strange things growing in the landfills.
Yeah.
That I don't really want to think about actually growing.
The potatoes are the least of your concern in that situation.
Yeah, I'm sure you would not want to go digging around in the landfills. That could be pretty scary.
Yeah, I never said go around and digging them. I said think that how many are actually growing in them. Didn't say go digging them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're walking and talking and fighting off rats,
which is probably plenty of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got good soil, though, you can really grow good potatoes. My granddad's potatoes are the best potatoes I ever ate. I've never found a potato as good and tasty as those were.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a garden next year.
If you got good soil, you could definitely get a really good garden going, but you got to tend it, of course, every day.
Yeah.
Have lots of water.
Yeah, you need good deep soil too.
Yeah, it was a really dark, rich, like a black type of soil. I remember my granddad's garden. Boy, did it produce some
Midwest
great
soil
potatoes.
not great for potatoes. It's usually too shallow, at least down in Oklahoma area.
No, I'm up in Minnesota. We got a lot
Yeah.
of farmland up here. We got people who grow potatoes all over the place up here. But no, I think next year I'll have a garden out behind the garage and stuff. And then for the fertilizer, I'll use the ashes from the fire pit.
So what kind of stuff you gonna grow? You're gonna grow potatoes and onions and carrots. And...
Baby tomatoes and like the cherry tomatoes, and
Oh yeah,
throw some carrots in there. I know my daughter loves carrots.
yeah.
I'm gonna get a couple of raspberry bushes. I got a mulberry tree back there.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
And
all
you'll have
that
that nice little section with the tarp over it that you're not going to tell the government about.
Hey, no. I don't have to worry about that in Minnesota. Blue state, remember?
Yeah, it may be legal to smoke, but do you need a license to grow?
Not to grow, to distribute.
So as long as it's just an X number of plants for personal use, you're okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way the law used to be here too, before they decriminalized it all like 5 years ago or whatever it was.
Yeah. Now you need a license to cover any type of personal use growth.
Yeah, in the commie states, but they would not dare do that here because then the state would definitely flip. We're light blue, very light blue, even though we're the only state that tried to get Mondale elected.
So you're like a state that could flip back and forth, is what you're saying there, Gorilla?
Yeah, that's why Tim Walz was picked for the VP.
Oh.
They tried to secure.
Well, that and Minnesota. You guys have a certain population in the capital there that
up in
was anti the Pennsylvania governor.
Yeah, up there in Murderapolis. St. Paul and Minneapolis are combined. Or you can't tell when you're switching cities there, but yeah, they all live up in northwest Murderapolis in Omar's district, which on behalf of the same people in Minnesota, I do apologize for her.
Oh, she's not your fault. She's Somalian.
Well, it's not my fault. She's not my district. She doesn't even show up on my ballot, so.
Lucky you.
All right, so.
I forgot. I got it right here. 2 bottles of cough syrup coming up. This stuff any good?
Of course it is. Certainly helps the body to rest. 2 teaspoons at bedtime and there's no coughing all night long. I'd recommend it to anybody.
You would, huh?
I sure would. You might mention it to Miss Godsey. It's a good thing to have on hand.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, I'll have to tell her about it.
Yeah, like these kids aren't acting suspicious at all. And Ike knows them very well. Or at least he knows Jim Bob.
Yeah. And he should know Sticky Fingers.
Yeah, he should have like a wanted poster up on the wall for him.
No, well, the other kid hasn't been caught yet. The other kid.
One of these days.
Yeah, he's gonna steal from the wrong person, and then he's gonna wind up in a nice shallow ditch.
Oh, I thought maybe he'd just be pulling the bird shot out of his ass.
Oh boy.
Springtime colds and all that. Well,
I guess that's all, Ike. Would you put it on the bill, please?
Okay. All right. Now, about Miss Hunter's things. What do you want?
No, it must be nice to be able to just pay everything at the end of the month like that without the use of getting charged 23% interest.
You pay 23% interest on your credit card?
No, I don't have a credit card.
Good for you. But to anyone paying 23% interest on your credit card, refinance right now. You're being taken advantage of. I don't care how piss poor your credit is, 23% is way too damn high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good old
She'll pick
credit
it up on
cards
the
are
way home from school.
trouble.
Yeah, my loan there, I kind of got a little screwed over on that, but it's because I just didn't have I don't have much credit because I'd never taken out loans.
You're talking you took a car loan?
Yeah, I only have one line of credit, so they decided that you're gonna, even though I've made payments for 14 months straight and never missed a payment, I'm still at I'm back. And with interest rates just going up, I had to get 14%.
Hmm. Yeah, well, that's the way the banks work, I guess. When you put your money in, then they give you low interest to use your
So
money while
that's,
they got it in the bank, and then when you get a loan, they charge you high interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it pretty much figured out.
Flour and okay, and we have the potatoes. And okay, now we'll put the cough syrup one on one side and one on the other so they won't break. Okay.
Well, usually they wrap the cough syrups up very well.
Yeah, back in the days when they would actually bag your groceries for you, boy, they sure don't do that very often anymore.
Nope.
Well, every once in a while, you'll get a really good cashier that actually will, and I'm always very impressed when they do. But they sure don't do it very often.
Yeah. No, so you got this here. It is actually halfway amusing what he does.
The pencil.
You missing something?
Poor old Ike.
Pencil. I just laid it down there and now it's gone. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is.
Might be you should sell yourself some glasses, Ike.
Yeah, he's not very amused, but it's like, okay, that should be obvious that what the kid did right there, and he's not very amused. But this should have been a red flag for Jim Bob there here in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim
That
Bob
boy has a problem, and it's kleptomania.
Yeah, Jim Bob's not very smart to be, following in his footsteps.
Well, I can understand him following in the footsteps there, but he's not very smart when it comes to, okay, I know something's up here. Is Fred? And he trained himself to watch the store there. Even back to the Dust Bowl. Remember the Dust Bowl cousins back? I think it was season 1. You weren't here for this one, PvP, but
Yeah, I missed that one.
The Waltons had some cousins blow in from Kansas there, and they got a couple sodas and all that. Then I was like, yeah, and the 3 apples in your boy's pocket there. It will be 35 cents or
Yeah.
so much. And the guys just yelling about getting caught. Then he goes, well, he didn't see me. He grabbed a bunch of smoked bacon, a bunch of other stuff. It's like that I missed. But it's like he's trained to keep an eye on people there, so he's not getting stolen from.
Well, yeah, even back then, I'm sure it happened.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Bremer, here's your bill.
Thank you.
All right.
See you later. Bye-bye.
You have a nice day.
Thank you.
See, Jim Bob's he has that obvious look on his face. That's just
Yeah.
plain obvious.
Yeah, and his friend doesn't help either, telling Ike that Mrs. Walton wants flour.
Flour. Mrs. Walton would like flour.
Okay.
I think he was just testing Jim Bob out to see how good of a accomplice he could be, so they could do some actual stealing for later on there.
Yeah,
That's
but he should have had a better item than flour, because Ike clues in pretty quick when he says flour, right?
Yeah, but Jim Bob's also going extremely slow, and it's extremely obvious.
Jim Bob is not a very talented thief.
Listen, Bob, your mother bought flour yesterday. What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's just a game, only I'm not very good at
You
it.
get
Well, you better not get good at it.
I would have put it back. The fun's just taking it.
Oh, it is, huh? But don't you ever do that in my store again. I want you to go tell your father about it. Because if you don't, I will.
See, he came to say, he asked what you're doing. I'm just looking at it. Like,
Yeah, then you get a double beating.
yeah.
If you're gonna lie better. Or else you get you get beat for doing the wrong thing, and then B, you get beat even worse for being such a bad liar.
Yeah, she is, isn't she?
I was taught that pretty is as pretty does.
Well, she did bring me a new tire. It's a good tire, too.
Yeah, so you just get blah, 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 blah. I don't want to get I don't want
Yeah.
to copyright on the scene, but he's fraternizing about the girl and stuff, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, more of John Boy's puppy love infatuation, which I found a bit unrealistic, really. You know, John Boy's old enough; he ought to know when he's being manipulated like that.
Yeah.
But oh well.
And she takes.
Ma's got it figured out.
Pretty good deal.
Well, yeah, it's in the
Might
first
be
host
fun.
she's dealt with.
Yeah.
For a while.
For a while, yeah, good one.
Yeah. So.
Sure.
I mean, just you.
Mother's and the look on the mother's face is like, yeah, Jad's about to have to go tell him about the bees, you know, and have to go pull a John Boy, stick your bird wherever it wants.
Yeah, I got that feeling too by the look on her face that that's what she was thinking the discussion was going to be about, eh?
Just give her the old classic advice: put a book in front of it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I was surprised she'll be when he comes back with a black eye.
Let's go. Is private enough for you?
I've been practicing how
I kind of like that little background music, and this one here doesn't seem so loud. There.
I tell you, but I can't seem to make it sound right. Danny said it'd be fun, and it would have been if I could have fooled Ike.
Yeah, blame it all on Dan. I don't know if how well that works on the parents. Just picture to throw your friend under the bus first. Then tell him what happens. And make sure you blame it all on Danny. Or blame it all on your friend.
He is kind of telling the truth, though. That is pretty much what happened, right, Grillo? So,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And Scurvy says, give that boy a hard time for the pen.
Hard time for the pen.
Grand Theft Flower.
That's a good
one. What would we do without Scurvy?
Well,
yeah,
he went
Scurvy's
down
got
to
some good
being
jokes.
Danny, and he's real good at doing tricks with his hands. He was taking things right in front of Ike and putting them back. Worked real swell.
So you tried it.
Yeah, only I got caught.
I hope so.
I had my hand around an onion. Couldn't let go. I wanted to, but I just don't know how to do it.
Well, I hope you never learn, son.
It's not stealing, Daddy. It's a game, kind of.
Yeah, Judge. I didn't assault him. It was a game we were playing. We were playing a game called Bloody Knuckle. It's just a game. That's all it was. And I guess I lost because I got the Bloody Knuckle.
Yeah, and then you meet your new roommate Bubba, and he'll show you a whole nother game.
Well, you got to pay the rent somehow.
It's a sneaky trick. It's dead wrong. You got a lot better things to do with your hands than that. You better never forget it.
I won't forget.
Tomorrow morning, first thing, you go down and apologize to Ike. You ask him how you can make it right to him.
And after that, you're gonna come back, grab your old switch, boy. I'm gonna show you what happens to when you steal.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to bed.
So blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden they're about ready to go to bed. I think this could have waited till morning. Don't you think?
Possibly.
So he comes in, you found the notebook and son's things. Blah blah blah, and John Boy's and Jim Bob knows what happened. He said he seen the girl clasp the bag and blah blah blah. So at least one thing I will say is at least John Boy caught on right away. The father's a dick and doesn't believe him, but at least John Boy caught on right away exactly what happened. Now he's finally catching on. I'll give him that much. So they got it, blah blah blah. They tell him good night.
Oh, you're a regular country gentleman. It's good to see you out of the crowd. You look different all alone.
You look different, too. Maybe you're not, though. Maybe you've always been this way.
Always. Oh, that's not a word for me, Walton.
You took my notebook and tried to make it look like Danny took it.
Now, is that the oh shit he knows look, or is that like what's he playing at? He can't prove a fucking thing look.
Oh, I think that's the oh, I've been busted look.
Yeah. How am I gonna spin this?
Yeah, you can almost
Because she can't tell the truth.
You can almost hear the gears turning in her tiny little brain, going, "How am I gonna make this work out in my favor?"
Yeah.
A simple declarative sentence, if I've ever heard one.
But you're not denying it.
My, you are grim, Walton. You're so earnest, so concerned, so filled with right and wrong.
That's bad, isn't it?
It's dull, deadly dull. You know, Walton, you're not without your rustic charm. And I really thought you might be fun for a while.
But I'm not.
She's gonna end up a single cat lady is what's gonna happen.
No, she's gonna play a game with the wrong guy, and he's gonna end up in front of a judge. Say, I had no choice, Your Honor. She made me kill her.
She was batshit crazy, Your Honor.
Honest.
Exactly,
Honest?
Boomer.
No.
Oh, Boomer. He goes, evil woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that will go over as well as paying taxes is optional. Taxation is theft, Scurvy. Yeah, Scurvy. We threw a bunch of tea in the harbor over a 2% fucking tax. What our forefathers would be turning over in their graves if they knew how much fucking taxes we have to pay. So if you think about it, you got your income taxes, your property taxes. Hell, I had to pay 3 different taxes on the fucking car. There's a wheelage tax, a sales tax, and a filing fee, and all this other bullshit. You know?
Yeah.
You got your sales tax. On my garbage, I got 2 different taxes on that. There's a hazardous waste tax, and then there's solid waste tax, and then there's the sales tax. There.
Oh,
It
can be even worse. My hometown put water meters in all the homes about 20 years ago, and started taxing, basically charging people for how much water they used every month.
Well, we've always had that up here, over
Oh,
here, but
we never had that until about 20 years ago. And luckily, I don't pay anything for water where I live now. But
yeah,
geez, every time you got to flush the bloody can, you're getting, there's money literally flushing down the drain.
no, we've always had to pay for 1,000, was it, for 1,000 cubic gallons? Like, it's like $10 for 1,000 cubic gallons there. Then
Uh-huh.
sewage is like $12 there. But then you got your sewage tax, you got a water tax, you got
Which
electric
tax?
tax. So our forefathers would be uh, uh would be sitting in their graves, and
Yeah.
it wasn't about the tax rate. It's about the tax when you have no political representation. Well, where's my representation there? I didn't agree to all this shit. Along with about 10 others. And we've always had to pay for water. Some places it's rolled into the rent, but they just jack the rent to cover it. Sometimes, like here, most tenants are supposed to be about their utilities there. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well,
not a word for you.
I do pay electric separate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're
this is a good old speech
you're
by John
rude,
Boy.
and you're thoughtless and unkind. You're very attractive. And I hope you're happy with yourself, because very likely that's all you'll ever have.
Her looks are only gonna get her by another 15 years tops.
She's not that good looking.
Yeah, no, she's not bad looking, but
Yeah, she's okay.
but she only has another 15 years so she can play on her looks.
You really think
Well,
she's
yeah.
gonna make it another 15 years before she pisses off the wrong guy?
Yeah, that's the thing. It always
I'm
makes me
giving her the
laugh.
benefit of the doubt. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Always makes me laugh with young women. They think their looks are gonna last forever.
So anyhow, yeah, he just walks away. And Jim Bob says, "Yeah, he's done with it." Blah blah blah.
Well, at least John Boy came back to his senses.
Yeah, and what did he do? Just is that rock in his hand or what? I didn't quite catch that.
It's a stupid shell game thing he was still trying to play.
Oh, that's Danny's shell thing?
Yeah, with the walnut shells or whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
Okay, that's what he threw in there. I didn't quite catch it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, he gave up on playing games, I guess, or at least those type of games.
Yeah. So now we're on to our epilogue. Those were not the last mistakes Jim Bob, and I were to make, though we were truly ahead of the game because our parents and grandparents gave us decent rules to live by and decent examples to follow. He gave us, too, their love and understanding hearts. Sorry. So, and what was this?
Yes, Elizabeth.
What's chemistry?
Chemistry? Chemistry is the science that treats or investigates the composition of substances and various elementary forms of matter.
Oh.
I don't think she understood the fucking thing he just said.
Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh, I forgot to vote. I guess I should vote in the poll if you
All right, then I won't quite end here.
Yeah, I'll just give it a quick vote. Okay, there we go.
And Scurvy says that tea is not as tasty as coffee was another reason. Okay, not really. All right, did you get voted?
Yeah, I cast my ballot, so to speak.
All right, so I'm going to end the poll. Then I'll pop out the chat. All right, so PvP, what's your thoughts?
Well, it looks like the position I voted in the poll seems to have won it. So I guess a lot of people agreed with me. I thought this was a good episode, not one of my favorites, but it had interesting twists and turns. I thought the character of the woman screwing around with John Boy's head did a decent job portraying a sort of as a really selfish, kind of unlikable kind of woman. And John Boy, I thought was a little out of character, but I guess I could see him falling for her since he's still a bit of a country hick, really. Um, the B story with the kid, playing his games, that was okay. Nothing too exceptional, but it was all right, I guess, to sort of have as a B story. A decent episode. Not one of my favorites, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a bad one either. There's been definitely worse episodes, so I ended up giving it a B minus.
Okay. Jerm, what
Very
about you?
generous of you. I thought I gave this an F. The two guest stars were very boring. Yeah, you believe the girl is a manipulative little bitch, but she wasn't a great actor. The story wasn't very great, and it's just overall boring to me.
Okay.
It took me 3 times to try to watch this thing.
Huh.
Okay then. As for me, I thought it was a good Jim Bob John story there, with a little bit of grandma and grandpa in there for side humor. Yeah, but you got the mix. It's kind of like you almost think so. You think of Charles Dixon there. It was like when he goes, "It's the best of times, the worst times." He's comparing Paris and London, and everything was complete opposites there. Where you had that story that was supposed to be fun, that was kind of fun with John Boy and the floozy there, which John Boy was a little bit out of character, but it's like it's a little good-hearted fun. And then you got the serious story with Danny and Jim Bob there. I'm gonna give it a B plus because I was thoroughly entertained. It made my day go faster there.
Yeah, I thought it was a reasonably entertaining episode. I mean, nothing remarkable. There's much better ones, of course, but yeah, I didn't mind it.
Yeah. So
You gonna give us the poll results, there, Gorilla? You gonna read
yeah,
them
I'm
out?
getting there. I'm getting there. I gotta stretch this
Yeah,
out. We've only went for an hour and a half. When we usually
Give
go
him a
for
minute. He
3
has to
hours.
bring in those 3 a.m. ballots.
Yeah, well, you probably won't be surprised by what won again
Yeah.
this week.
A palace full of ballots at 3 a.m. Oh, for Joe Biden. Have you ever heard that song, Palace Full of Ballots? It's a really good one.
I don't think I have actually.
So anyhow, the winner of the poll is Here to Hear Stupid Shit from Gorilla with 50% of the vote with 8
There you go.
votes. And B plus to B minus comes in second with 37% of the vote. And A plus to A minus gets 12%. So there's your poll, folks. All right, yeah. Hey, do you got the link for Marina Telly's channel so I can go call Mikey a traitor? And
Oh
anyhow,
yeah, yeah. If
yeah,
you got the link, put it in the private chat. I'll go and I'll do a gorilla raid on him and
yeah, call him a traitor. Make sure to
yeah,
call Mikey a traitor.
yeah.
So thank you, Scurvy, for coming, and thank you to the Phantom Boomer Explosion for coming. Now he does shows 3 times a week on his Cosby channel. Then he puts the trailers for that on his YouTube channel. So make sure to definitely check him out there. Thank you, Store to Pupus Cuber, for coming. And thank you, DJ Play Nice, for coming. And thank you, Sci-Fi Sit-Dan, for coming. Now, Sci-Fi Sit-Dan, he has a Saturday live stream where they talk about a bunch of different sci-fi stuff. You can hardly follow the chat there. And then also he has his AI crossover stories that he comes up with. And then Friday nights he does his Transformers watch parties. And thank you, Chief Judge Finity, for coming. And we got Sci-Fi Nation coming here.
There would be Dan's Transformers watch party link.
Okay. And thank you, Sci-Fi Nation, for coming. He does an occasional live stream, so make sure to check him out there. PvP, what do you got going on?
Not much. Just going to probably just do stuff around here over the weekend, and I guess I'll pop in to a few streams. I should be there for the your Sunday Godfather 2 stream. So looking forward to that. But yeah, not a heck of a lot going on really. Nothing much happening on the channel right now. So yeah, that's about it, I guess, Gorilla.
Alrighty. Jerm, what do you got going on?
Well, we have Tuesday with Andromeda, Nerd Night Roundtables on Thursday, and Saturday morning cartoons. The winner of the poll this week is Beetlejuice, the animated series. So we'll show that tomorrow morning, starting at 8 a.m. Pacific.
Alrighty. As for me, tomorrow we should have DS9. Sunday, we'll be starting that early. I don't know what time yet. Sometime in the afternoon. We're going to do Godfather 2. The Tuesday, we should have our cigar lounge. I do not know the topic yet. And then Wednesday, we will have 2 more episodes of Freaks and Geeks. The Thursday, we'll do 3 episodes of Border Town since a few people enjoyed that. The next Friday's episode will be, well, let's see, The Caretakers. And yeah, I don't have a short thing for that. So with that, you guys have a good night, and remember to be a gorilla.
Night, everybody.